Welcome back to Outriders. In this video we are taking a look at the latest tweet from the time of me recording this on their Twitter, and it's the one after May 10th, which was Monday news that they're testing the patch to resolve the damage mitigation issue, blah blah blah. Literally the following day after them saying, oh, we might not have any news for you tomorrow, we might just have to wait and see what happens, they then tweet, new post, discover the thinking behind an Outrider's skills, with an insight into the various forms and evolution of the Trickster's time rift. And I left a little comment for them and said, so you have nothing else to say about issues, and over a month after release you're going to now teach people about the Trickster who still has one of their most used skills broken. It's not only Hunt the Prey that doesn't work properly, it's also the Cyclone blade or spin or whatever that has seen people unable to move after using it. I actually saw footage, I think it was actually on this Twitter thread. Someone left a little video and they used their Cyclone spin or whatever, and straight after, every time they tried moving forward, there would kind of be like major lag. And then we're going to look at some of the replies to this thread because, as the title says, the community are rightfully not happy with this stuff because it's now 2 days after this tweet and we've still heard nothing. And I mean, there are game companies out there that get fixes out almost instantly. And I know it's different for different games and they need different amounts of time to look at all this stuff and whatever. No, I'm not trying to be a developer. No, I don't ever want to try and become a developer. There's years and years of learning and it's not something that I want to pursue. I'm just saying, from a gamer's point of view and seeing other companies do things way faster, the speed they're doing things is not acceptable, no matter how big or small a company. And if you want to say, yeah, but development takes time, they shouldn't have released the game until it's ready. Take a look at a little game called Valheim. That was created with 5 people working on it. Literally a development team of 5 people made that game. They are able to sort issues quick. There are lots of games out there where the developers, literally, I think I saw a game, I can't remember which one it was. They released it, there were issues. There were several hotfixes in the first day to sort this stuff out. And People Can Fly are a company of over 300 people now. The reason this stuff isn't being done fast is because they are working on other games, and they're possibly working on DLC for Outriders as well. But looking through some of the replies, you have, what about PC stuttering? People questioning the appreciation package. How about upping the drop rate of some of the legendaries? I've noticed some are very, very rare. The drop rate seems to be different for each of the sets. Nothing has the same value of how often it's going to drop. A lot of people are struggling because someone else goes increase the drop rate for legendaries, completing more than 10 runs at tier 15 and only taking 5 legendaries is a mess. The state of this game is simply unacceptable. I'm a customer who paid for a finished product, as that's what you said your company was selling, not an early access or a beta test, which is exactly what they've released. So I thought you fixed the loss of items, and it seems like you can lose resources too. I broke down gear, traded for the pod resources, now I have none, and the gear is gone, my money gone, so now I'm done with this BS of a game, shake my head. Would be great if the mods complementing this build worked, and another one still doesn't work, Vampiric Mag doesn't proc, and I've heard a lot of people talking about Vampiric Mag as well. Someone said you guys should be embarrassed, the game still lags everywhere when they matchmake. I still have personal issues with crossplay. Someone else goes, nice attempt at deflecting from the numerous issues of Outriders. Someone else goes, want to know a joke? Try reaching out to their customer service to put in a ticket because you can't get online since the patch. That's another thing I've heard quite a lot of, people not being able to sign in at all. They go, they literally sent me 3 emails with the same troubleshooting steps that did not work. Pretty much sums up them not caring for the fan base. Someone else is talking about login issues. Someone shows a video of not being able to connect to the servers. Someone else says please fix the connection problems for both single player and co-op. I mean, technically that's not People Can Fly, that's Square Enix for being cheap with the servers. Someone then says, as cool as Time Rift mod is, it drops frames like a train to single figures, even on a high-end PC, so it's not a viable build. Maybe fix that before shouting about it. Someone else says, sort out the fact that some of us never got any god roll weapons from the restoration. When are you going to fix the login issues? Heard you guys are still having massive game-breaking bugs. Yes, they are. Someone else goes, aka, our game runs poorly, here's something to distract you. And then the final one I'm going to read out for this video. Has anyone just died for no reason, with no enemies around or had red dots on screen but no enemy? Or an enemy standing still in a random corner with no red dot and takes you 2 minutes in expedition to find them? I might as well go back to Avengers. I mean, it's a mess. Yeah, totally. If we go and quickly have a look at the Steam players, yes, I know it doesn't account for all platforms, but they have 9,500 people currently playing. Their 24-hour peak is 13.7k. They actually had a little dip at one point where there were 0 players, so I don't know if the Steam servers went down or something. But yeah, this game has nothing but connection issues, and after everything that's happened, they said, oh, once we've dealt with the restoration, we'll be releasing the appreciation package. I mean, the restoration was done a little while ago now. There hasn't been an appreciation package or even talks of it, and now there's damage mitigation. They are trying to work on that. And at the same time, instead of letting people know that things are actually happening and progressing with the patch, they're going, oh, look at this YouTuber's video. This guy's done a class detail video based on the Trickster's time rift and completely ignored the fact that they did a patch to fix Hunt the Prey for the Tricksters, but Hunt the Prey is still broken. So they're literally just trying to put covers on things now. And I know it's not directly the developers, it's their social media managers or whatever, but because of all the news for the game and the patches and stuff that's come out, there's obviously things that they're allowed to put out and things they're not. So instead of putting out things that are going to help the community, oh no, here you go and play a character in the game, a character class that has at least 2 of its main skills broken, and then further mods that aren't going to work. The worst thing is, we are around a month away from E3, and I have a feeling they're going to announce DLC during the Square Enix part of the show or whatever. And I know some people are excited for DLC, yeah, new content in the game, but when it's broken at its core, you shouldn't be thinking about releasing DLC. Fix the major issues, then release it, because once you release it, the issues are going to become more prevalent, and not only that, they're going to affect the DLC too, so if they're charging money for it, that's even more of an issue, because people have not only paid for the base game, which is broken, but they're now going to pay for the DLC, which will be broken with the same bugs as the base game. So yeah, a lot of people in this community, I mean the community it has left, are very, very annoyed that they've made this post, because there's damage mitigation issues. That is a major, major game-breaking issue, because you go to the end of an expedition, and out of nowhere, you'll be one-shot. And it's not even necessarily by the 2 certain characters or enemies or whatever, the broodmothers and the alphas. It's not even just those that are doing it. In terms of the enemies dealing damage, I've been hit for 17,000 damage by a cutthroat. I've seen people hit for 12k plus by one of the flying birds, the screechers or scythans or whatever they're bloody called. When you're a Devastator that's specifically designed to be a tank, you have 20,700 health, and a little cutthroat, which is like a minor enemy, comes and hits you for 17k, you know there are issues. But the thing is, they've tried telling people to keep restarting your game and taking all your armor off and putting it back on, and stop playing in co-op unless you're sticking to the same group for your entire play session. That's their workarounds to get around this damage mitigation. But with all the big issues that are in the game, and that's another thing as well, I think if people do group dismantling and they dismantle a lot of stuff, I've heard that things that are equipped on their characters get dismantled too. So it's just every time they fix one thing, they break another 10. And rightfully so, the community are annoyed. But I just wanted to let you guys know about all that sort of stuff. They're tweeting about the Trickster. Just go through some Twitter replies and just basically add community feedback into the videos and everything that I do. And on that note, we're going to leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it.